What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about Domination, specifically an NBA 2K25 MyTeam. Is it worth it? Is it not worth playing? And comparing it to kind of the other game modes in the game, because a lot of people ask me, Ty, what is the most worth it mode to play on the game right now? And my answer to that, for the most part, is play the game mode this season that you're going to enjoy the most, right? Last season, I thought salary cap was the most quote-unquote worth it. But at the end of the day, with salary cap, I ended up getting Jerry West after grinding all of that time. And so, it's tough for me to sit up here and say salary cap's most worth it after that's what I got last season. And so I want to break down Domination, because I think Domination is good for the game to have a new Domination every season. And it's good that it's easy, right? All of these games are on pro difficulty versus, a relatively easy lineup. And so we're going to be breaking down Domination, talking about if it's worth you guys playing, how much MT you're going to make overall if you play Domination, all of those things. Now, as I dive into this, did I grind, all of the Domination last season for Bill Walton? No, but I grinded a little bit to earn a little of the extra MT. So Domination this season, you guys can see you get 10,000 MT for every 15 stars you get. At 33 stars, you get an extra 15,000. 66 stars, you do get a Hall of Fame pick 5. Then at 99 stars, you do get Bob McAdoo. Now, for every 10 stars you get in each specific division, you do get an extra badge pack. You get a diamond shoe pack at 5 stars. And then after every win, you'll get a badge. You'll get a takeover. You'll get an option pack. So, all in all, if you play Domination, right, which is basically, it's 33 games. So if you play 33 games of Domination, I think you get just over 2,000 MT per game. So like if I were to play this on pro difficulty after the game, I get about that 2,000 MT. So just from playing the 33 games, not even counting the extra rewards, you're looking at around 66,000 MT for just playing the games. Plus, if you add in all of the extra MT with it, right? So 15,000 for the 33 stars, you got, basically an extra, 60,000, just for each and every division. You're looking at nearly 150,000 MT by just getting through Domination. And that's if you, on the bare bones, the bare minimum, are getting 2,000 MT per game, which honestly, you're probably going to end up getting more than that. So it wouldn't surprise me to see that number closer to that 200,000 MT mark, again, by playing Domination, which is super easy to do. Mind you, you're going to get a bunch of badges as well. You're going to get a couple of diamond shoes. You're going to get some other things that is going to make it more worth it. Now, I don't know, and I'd have to go and look what these last couple of games do entail, right? Because we can't see the Eastern Conference, Western Conference, all-time heroes. I do believe in the base Domination. Again, it was on my other account that I actually got it done. But I do believe you're going to get a bunch of extra MT at the end of it with these last few games as well. But realize you're getting all of this and a really good power forward. And so if you are, let's say, just starting the game, or even on my No Money Spent Squad series, guys, honestly, if you're wanting to know, Ty, what's the most worth it for your No Money Spent, it probably would be Domination. And I don't like playing Domination, so I'm not going to play it. But if you're asking me what card or what, because Bob McAdoo is guaranteed. All these other things are random, right? And so let's say, you do grind all of these out and you get this 99 overall premium and you end up with Jalen Green, right? Is Jalen Green better than Bob McAdoo? Like, I'm just asking you. I don't know. And so you're guaranteed to get a good Bob McAdoo. Realistically, I mean, if you get through, I'm just gonna tell you guys this right now. And not to say I necessarily recommend it, but if you get through each game in 25 minutes, which you guys can obviously do, it's gonna take you 825 minutes. Divide that by 60. It's gonna take you 14 hours to get through Domination. So if you get through Domination, 14 hours, you make 200,000 MT. And I'm not saying you got to do it in one day. I'm just saying you make 200,000 MT. You add a really good Galaxy Opal. You add these badge packs. You get 5 Hall of Fame badges. Honestly, I think it's worth it. Compared to all the other game modes, I think it's worth it. And again, you look at Bob McAdoo, and I know a lot of people want to hate on Bob McAdoo because he's only a Galaxy Opal. But Bob McAdoo, is better than all these other rewards. Like this Wemby card stinks. Bob McAdoo is better than all the other rewards that are not Brandon Roy and Austin Reaves. Like he's light years ahead of that Zion Williamson. This is a card that can play for a long time, and he can play in any type of setting. He can play in the most competitive type of game because he's got 96 speed, great rebounding, great defense. He's got a great release, 18 Hall of Fame badges, and he's one of the best power forwards in the game. Like genuinely, I'll name some power forwards I like more than Bob McAdoo. And there's not many of them. Like I'd even go as far as saying Bob McAdoo is nearly as good. He's not as good, but he's nearly as good as like a dark matter KG. So yes, KP is going to be better at the 4. Embiid's going to be better at the 4. Giannis is going to be better at the 4. Hakeem's going to be better at the 4. KG is going to be better at the 4. Outside of that though, I don't know if there's any. Jaren, probably, Galaxy Opal Jaren, maybe, Ben Wallace. But, I mean, he's definitely like a top 10 power forward in the game, I think. And again, his release is so good. You add those badges, which are super cheap. You've got a power forward for the future. And so, like I said, and I said this, obviously in my video the other day that I was going over, the Zion Williamson. If you guys want to, download the mobile app on your phone. And you can get through Domination on your phone. If that's really, what you're trying to do to upgrade your squad, don't even think you've got to, sit on your console and grind Domination, right? You can do Domination on your phone and add a great Bob McAdoo to your squad and be in a really, really good position. And again, you're not grinding it just for Bob McAdoo. You're grinding it for the MT that comes with it. You're grinding it for the Hall of Fame badge. You're grinding it for whatever you get at this last stage. Like, Domination is, in my opinion, a really solid mode in 2K. So I don't know. I'm just kind of looking at you, looking at the game modes and what's worth it, what's not worth it, and I think Bob McAdoo is definitely probably one of the more worth it things that on this game. It gives you a ton of MT. Gives you a ton, of XP. I haven't even talked about this. XP-wise, it's probably the best worth it thing to do XP-wise. So if you're trying to grind for the Brandon Roy and just get XP, it's the best thing to do. Especially like if you use a 60-minute XP token, you can really get through 3 games in that 60-minute because as long as you start the game before the token ends, it counts. And so you get a ton of XP along the way as well. Mind you, if you do want to grind any of these challenges out, let's say you got Austin Reaves, boom. So easy to grind the Austin Reaves challenges out. So easy to grind the weekly challenges out. Again, they haven't changed these yet. But when these are, in business, so easy to grind these things out as well. And so if I'm you guys, and you like playing offline, or don't hate playing offline, I do think Domination is probably the most worth it thing in this season, right? Last season, I couldn't say that because, Bill Walton wasn't nearly as good as Bob McAdoo. Bob McAdoo is extremely good. And I was let down when they announced that he would be a Galaxy Opal. I was the first person to be let down when they announced that he was a Galaxy Opal because, we're seeing all these dark matters in the game. But they put his release on very quick. The card's incredibly good. And I'll be honest, Bob McAdoo is better than any of the cards that are on your screen right now. Bob McAdoo is better than this card. Different positions, I know all that. I'm just telling you, he is that good in my team. So, don't underrate Bob McAdoo. The card's incredibly good. Obviously, it is a grind to get him, but realize you're going to get like 200,000 MT. You're going to get a bunch of badges. You're going to get, the Hall of Famers that, honestly, if you want to put those Hall of Famers on Bob, you could, right? Like, if you wanted to, you could. Or you could use them on, somebody else on your squad. But the more I look at Domination, the more I'm like, dang, Domination actually might be it on this game. As I'm looking through all the other game modes, Breakout, there's nothing guaranteed here. Showdown, sure you can play Showdown, but by the time you guys, win 15 Showdown games, you could be dang near done with Domination, and so all these things are just not guaranteed as well. And so that's the one thing I don't necessarily love about Showdown is there's nothing guaranteed in it, right? There's no guarantees in any of these other game modes. And at least in Domination, you're getting a really, really good card. And so for me, I can't hate on Domination. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, you know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it whatsoever. So that's where I'm at with Domination. I do think it probably right now is the most worth it thing to be playing. That and Salary Cap are probably the two that I think are the most worth it. For me, though, I'm not playing Salary Cap after they gave me Jerry West last season. That's going to wrap it up for our video. You're going to have to let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Is Domination something you're going to be grinding? Let me know. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.